Johnny and Eve, what is up? Let's do a reading on Johnny and Eve Ortiz. Yesterday they reconnected, and I always knew they were gonna reconcile and reconnect. It was just a matter of time. Um, but I want to read into their energy because low-key I was mad that he was being so petty, and if I feel like truly do feel like Eve was the one that was like the one that wanted it more and was more ready, and I feel like Johnny let a lot of the time his ego or his past traumas get in the way. So there was like a very much like I always say it was giving like twin flame, very back and forth. Maybe Johnny was very has a lot of traumas that he has to heal. So he was letting see okay 10 of cups right there. So I feel like Johnny has a lot of wounds that he has to heal, and sure Ever has her moments as well, but she was more ready to make it known in public, and he was more like, oh, let's keep it low key, and he was more of like the hot and cold, the push and pull type of vibe. So here I'm gonna put Johnny's energy, Eva's energy, and in the center, let's see what is going on between them together. So how does Johnny feel about Eva? Forget their names, archangels, ancestors, are the greatest and the highest good. Please allow me to see and understand. So how does Johnny feel about Evan? The Ace of Cups. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. And how does Evan feel about Johnny? How does Evan feel about Johnny? And a lot of the times we do get that question of like, oh, Johnny is just like clip farming, or okay. I mean, she definitely sees him as somebody that she could have. She sees opportunities with him, and she does see an opportunity of a relationship that could happen. But a lot of the times I feel like she was moving at the speed of Johnny, and Johnny, again, like I said, Johnny has a lot of traumas that he has to heal through. There, I just fixed the light. So okay, so I've also heard, I want to know, is Johnny using Eve? That's what I want to know again. Because I've done previous readings on them before. Because people always say like, oh, he's just using her, whatever. But I want to know, is Johnny using her, you know? Okay, so the Six of Wands. Why is the Six of Wands here? Public recognition, victory, progress, self-confidence. So I truly do feel like there's feelings there, but the fact that they go so well together maybe is a factor, I would say. But there is a genuine connection, there is genuine chemistry, and I don't think it's wrong that he wants somebody that is at his level or better, you know. So there's nothing wrong with that, because okay, so if let's say if the Devil card was here instead of the Ace of Cups, I would definitely say, oh yeah, he's definitely using her, or his intentions might not be the best. But the fact that the Ace of Cups was the first card that comes up when we ask how Johnny is feeling about Eve, that tells me that at the root, at the core, there's a lot of love here. So what is okay? And then Eve, how is Eve using Johnny? Is Eve using Johnny? Let's see. I mean, okay, I love that. The Six of Cups and the Queen of Cups that talks about reconciliation and genuine emotion. So is Eve using Johnny? The World. I would say no, to be honest. I don't think she is using Johnny. I feel like she really did want, like the card says, like she really did want the world. I feel like he was like her wish fulfillment. But I do think that Johnny was very guarded, and I do think that Kevin did play a role in the situation. But to be honest, I do think that Johnny felt like he was a choice instead of like he felt like he was a choice or an option instead of like, see, the Knight of Cups. Like I was saying, I do feel like Johnny really thinks, oh, okay, those cards flew. Yeah. So he thought he was getting played. And I think Johnny did think that he was getting played by Eve, because maybe Kevin was always around. And also the chat, the clips play a part in it, because so many people just want to get a clip. So they'll clip anything, they'll caption it as anything that will be grabbing people's attention, you know? So I feel like that created drama that shouldn't be there. But at the same time, he should also know that those clips, he should know, being one of the main clip farmers out there, like he should know that the clips do not always talk about the truth, or it's not always the truth. and that he should have ignored the clips, and just paid attention to, focus on the relationship and the feelings. Like, hey, if it feels genuine, then let's flow with it and see what comes of it. Correct? Yeah, and I do think he did see Eve as somebody that maybe he could build something with, but like I said, a lot of like his traumas came up. I feel like they triggered each other a lot, to be honest. I feel like Johnny was triggered by Eve's actions without even realizing, and I feel like Eve was also triggered by Johnny. It's, to be honest, it's giving twin flame, and the Four of Wands here comes up, we'll confirm it, but it is giving twin flame, where they trigger each other. And there was such like big attraction, such genuine, so fast as well. Like their connection was so quick, and so genuine, and the way that they triggered each other was like, yo, there's more to this, there's a reason why they came together. So let's see why. Okay, let's see. We asked why the seven. We asked how does Eve feel about Johnny, and the Seven of Cups came up. So I want to ask, why is the Seven of Cups here? I mean, we have, these two cards have been coming up a lot. I'm seeing them at the bottom of the deck as I'm shuffling. The Six of Cups and the Sun card. Oh my god, I love this for them. The Lovers card came up. I feel like they give power couple with these vibes. And honestly, I think this is okay now that both of them know, and more importantly, now that Johnny knows what he had with Eve was real. I think this might be what catalyzes them to move on into the King of Cups. I think he's more ready now, because he's realizing what he had. And something I want to point out is that for the carne asada that they reunited at, Eve was supposed to. Like, that was supposed to be the night for her and Blessed. If y'all remember, she called him and they were like flirting low-key. Like, the energy was through the roof on that call. And I feel like Johnny knew that he had to make a move. And it's kind of giving, if y'all remember, before Johnny and Eve met, she was, for Japan, she was at EDC, I believe, with Blessed. They did a video like the whatever the song is, she did a video with Blessed. Then she told him not to post it. Then she went and did the same video with Johnny, and that's when Blessed commented on the video and was like, oh, but you don't let me post our video. And literally the same thing happened at the carne asada. Literally Blessed was like, let's film that video. And then it was like, oh no, maybe not that one, or something along those lines. So it's kind of giving very like deja vu, like this happened already. Maybe this is like, it's almost giving like the cycle is repeating. Like, okay, you guys didn't do it right the first time. Let's give you a second chance so that you guys can do it right this time again, and make the right choices this time. So that's what it's giving. I really do want to see the Four of Wands out here, because I feel like that would confirm that they're like twin flame vibes. The way that they're so like hot and cold, so like push and pull type of vibes. Oh yeah, and then why is the Seven of Cups here? Sorry. So why is the Seven of Cups here when we asked how Eve feels about Johnny? What is the Seven of Cups? The Fool card. I feel like now she's just going with him. She is kind of at this point where she's like, I'm not gonna stress about it, I'm not gonna worry about it. If it happens, it happens. I'm just gonna flow with the vibes, if that makes sense. She's just being very open-minded about the situation. No, she's like, okay, I do have these feelings, I do like him, there's attraction, there's chemistry, but I'm also not gonna push it, or she's kind of just going with the vibe this time around, when I feel like the first time she was more pushing for it to be more than what it was. So she at this time I think that she's just going with the flow. I think she has her grounding, she has a better understanding of the relationship, she's had time to like think for herself. But the thing is that the chemistry and the attraction is there, and she cannot deny it. With the Ace of Wands, the energy is there, the vibe, the chemistry, it's there. But like I said, a lot of their traumas come up because they do trigger each other. So I think they're gonna have to learn to put the triggers aside and ignore the clips and ignore the chat, and be like, okay, this is the card that I wanted to see, just to like close out the reading, like the Four of Wands. It's giving twin flame energy for real. I truly do think that they're twin flames. And I think at this point, okay, strength, courage, passion, subtle power. And I think at this point, they're just gonna have to flow with the vibes, not put too much pressure on it. But I feel like now Johnny knows what he had with Eve, and I feel like he's gonna be more serious this time around. And I hope he does learn to like not to listen to chat and not to take it so personal, and realize that hey, they're just as much as he clip farms, they're also clip farming. And hopefully they give themselves a chance this time around. But with the Sun card, with the Four of Wands, the Sun card, this talks about marriage or connection or union. With the Six of Cups, reconciliation. The other thing that I was gonna say is like, yesterday seeing them on stream, it was like no time passed. It was like they literally have like they picked up right where they left off, as if nothing ever happened. And that's how you know when something is real and genuine. Like there was no awkwardness. Like if anything, the energy and the vibe, the chemistry was just through the roof when they met. But I like this vibe. I feel like from now on it's gonna be a lot smoother, because I feel like they have a better hold of their emotions and their feelings, and I feel like now they're gonna be able to move through them more efficiently. And I do think that we're gonna see them more often together now. Hopefully with the Lovers, the Union card, the Sun. Hopefully in a relationship, because we do stand Team Jebe. But low-key, I also do wish her and like Blessed had a chance, but I digress, you know. But let me know what you think of this reading. Let me know what you think, if you're Team Jebe, if you're Team Blessed, if you want to see her with fucking Kevin. Let me know.